The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangent Egg Podcast. I'm Seth, and as always with me is Swoosh and John Doe.
Hello!
Hi.
And this week we're going to return to the wonderful well that is Blizzard and Diablo.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I really wish it would stop.
It's
I
also
think
the gift that
Blizzard
keeps
also
on
wishes
taking,
it
but
So, I know some people have been talking a bit lately because we finally got some of the reveal on how the Battle Pass was going to work. I'm not super familiar with Battle Passes, so it looked pretty meh to me.
I've never understood what a battle pass actually was. But
Generally, it's rewards offered up for achievements or gameplay time or things to do with the seasonal gameplay content. Usually finishing a dungeon or certain quests associated with that seasonal content.
well, most other games, like I still play a lot of Battlefield 2042, yay! And it has seasonal battle passes, so does Halo Infinite and everything else. Usually 100 layers, you earn XP or you complete challenges to unlock the fucking layers of it. There's usually a free track and there's a paid track. Normally every 5, 10 or however the fuck they want to space it out is a free one. The paid track is just you get everything in between those fucking free ones as well. And there's almost always pay a little bit more and it skips you ahead 20 layers. It's the exact same fucking thing, you just jump 20 layers ahead.
yeah,
So
good old
you
pay to win.
effectively you lose out all the easy layers in the start where it takes fuck all XP or challenges to jump layers up and dump you straight into the shit where you have to get more to grind. Just you pay more to grind more.
So
Sounds
the
about
current,
right, yeah.
the current setup for the Battle Pass for Diablo, as we understand it, you have the free track, which is 27 tiers. Comes with free cosmetics and Smoldering Ash, which is a seasonal blessing. Not sure what that is. We don't really know a lot about the seasons for D4 yet. The premium track, which is the paid for one, I will also note I haven't been able to find anything about how much these cost. Comes with 2 sets of cosmetic armor per class, premium currency, mounts, plural, and cosmetic for mounts. So, a lot more stuff, and it has 90 tiers. So, you're getting
Honestly,
a lot out of that. But from what I understand, having talked to John Doe, who's played a lot more games that include battle passes than I have, it's a pretty standard amount of tiers for the free and paid track.
It's usually 90 to 100 tiers, give or take.
And the accelerated, which I've got to assume costs more.
Yeah, it'll cost an
it's
extra
what-
probably 30, 40 bucks.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
is 20 Battle Pass tier skips and additional special cosmetic.
See, that last little bit, the additional cosmetic, is what people are cracking the shits with for it. Because then it's a piece of content that you get on top of the Battle Pass that you have to pay the extra $40 for, or $30, whatever the fuck it ends up being. So people that are cracking the shits with it saying, well, I've already paid for the full fucking thing, but now you want me to pay extra to unlock shit that I can unlock anyway to get one little thing.
Yep, sounds about right for them.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm waiting for the day where Diablo becomes like Pokemon, but instead of random encounters to fight things, it's random encounters as an ad. It's like running through a level, take a few steps, and then like an ad plays.
That's called Diablo Immortal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. The more I hear about D4, the more I'm like, I am not probably pre-ordering or buying at launch. I will probably wait a couple days at least
Yeah.
to find out what the monetization's like.
Yeah.
I want to see how badly they fuck this thing before I
Yeah.
buy in.
Wait for the D1 patch and then wait for see what the additional costs are going to be on it.
Wait for the D1 patch, and then you wait for the first week apology, and then after that you get the mini patch that pretends to change things, but everything is exactly the same.
Because currently, like, everything I've looked at is there's skins and for fucking everything. Like,
yeah.
there's already going to be a whole series of Twitch drop skins. There's KFC skins. There's fucking skins for
that's
everything.
one of the dumber ones.
I couldn't believe that when I read it. Like, link your KFC app account to BattleNet and then if you order certain things from the KFC menu, get a skin.
I don't like having a Battle.net account to start with. I'm not going to start linking other shitty accounts to it.
Like,
Especially KFC.
at the
I don't
very,
have a KFC account. I never want to have a KFC account.
At the very least, this has to be an opportunity for your character to have wicked wings, or to be able to fucking replace a sword with a crispy strip, or a fireball with hot and spicy. Fucking throw something in there. Like,
if you're gonna go for this, you have to go hard. But
go
they've
whole
gone
fucking
soft route.
hog.
Someone in a character skin that's just a white suit.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
make someone look like the Colonel.
Every character gets a Sanders suit.
Yes. Like, then I might make an account.
Or,
I mean, that feels worth it just because of the absurdity of what it is.
Yeah.
or if no actual characters get a Sanders suit, but your horse does. Your horse gets a
Yes!
Sanders suit.
Hell
If-
yes.
If there's
Yeah.
an in-game boss fight to fight the Colonel, I'd be okay with that.
Nah, it'd be an in-game boss fight to fight Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, no, it's true. No, it's the Grimace. Just the Grimace appears out of fucking nowhere.
Or, I don't know, if you get fucking hand grenades or anything, you're just throwing buckets of chicken. Or anything. Like, there are places all the health potions
Come on!
with
A
fucking
helmet
boxes
that's
of
just
food.
an upside-down bucket.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But no,
Like,
instead we're getting
Buckethead
very
is an
normal
Australian
shit, isn't it?
tradition, damn it.
Like, the
Replace...
stuff they got for it is very standardized gear. It doesn't actually...
It is. Like, there's nothing there that screams KFC. Like,
Yeah.
replace the health potions with 3-piece feeds. Or fucking something.
Nah, it's gotta
Yeah.
be like soft drink cups for the...
If you're
for the
gonna suck the
potions.
corporate dick, you might as well go the whole hog.
Hey, cut the balls and all. Like,
Yeah.
really. I think they could have gone in a much more interesting direction.
But they
Than
tried
what they've
this
done.
kind of cross-promoting back in the 90s. You remember the dark days of the fucking 90s. Whereas, like,
Game of Fuel.
Lawless wasteland.
yeah, they're trying to bring back that horror. Whereas, like, Macca's and KFC and everyone trying to have their own video games and shit. It's like,
Or the Pepsi Man video games.
yeah.
Or the Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel. Or the Doritos fucking...
oh, God.
the
Really?
Halo
Really?
codes.
The only one I remember, because it was the one that I actually got to have hands on, was Fuel Run, which was the skateboard one for Milo.
Oh, yeah. They gave that out in, like, the Milo packets, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that one. Fuck, it was bad. It was fun, but it was bad.
I mean, you got it for free with your tin of Milo, who cares?
Yeah. But it's like, that is where I was hoping it would all stay. But if they're going to start doing this cross-promotional shit in, like, everyday games, like, I don't want to deal
I mean,
with
Twitch has
No.
been doing it for a while. There's loads
Yeah.
of games where if you link the account of the game with Twitch,
Yeah.
you get a bunch of purple cosmetics, because Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twitch drops or fucking streamer giveaways or whatever the fuck they're gonna do, or their monthly giveaways. But if they're gonna do it, go the whole hog. Like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna take the corporate money for a fucking promotion,
Yeah.
do a little bit of cross branding in there. Like,
Also-
Exactly.
make
To
it
this,
funny.
It seems like a half-assed thing of, KFC wants to give us money. Yeah, we'll take that fucking money. They
Yeah.
can have these really shitty drops that we already designed.
yeah,
I mean,
give them
instead
some
of
They should be
skins.
making some shit. Chicken
Imagine the
skins.
conversation we'd be having if, instead of doing what they've done, they're like, go, have a fucking Zinger Stacker Burger for a shield.
Yeah.
We'd be sitting here being
Oh.
like, this is the most hilarious shit in the world, I need to buy some KFC.
Or
Exactly.
even like the original fucking, I can't remember if it was Diablo 1 or 2 with the secret level with the cow. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
have
Diablo
that,
1 didn't have it, it was a rumor. Diablo 2 was where they actually made
yeah,
it a thing.
but
Wasn't
have
a
that
rumor.
have that where you have to, like, it's just a thing of fucking chickens. You got to process them every
Oh,
time you hit
yeah.
one. It turns to
Yeah.
fucking drumsticks or bits of KFC.
Hell yeah.
Do something. Like, make it
Something
fucking funny.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
It
but
feels like
that
we
will get in the
really
media.
used to
People are like, oh my god, Diablo, and then your name is out there. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people are already like, oh, well, I'll play Diablo, but you put something goofy like that in there, holy fuck, that reaches a
Look.
much broader audience.
I'm currently on the fence about Diablo 4 after the bullshit they've been pulling recently. But if they did this like KFC thing proper, I'd probably be buying it. They're just like, yeah, nah. If I can play as the Colonel fucking up a bunch of shit, then I'm done.
Oh yeah.
The Colonel summoning undead chickens. Would that not be amazing?
Oh,
Best necromancer ever.
fucking oath. Like
It would be great.
a KFC bucket with a necromancer. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
That's his semantic components. It's like throws the bucket that forms. It still looks like crispy chicken, like skin and everything, but it's just reconfigured into a chicken shape.
I'm just imagining a golem, but it's just sticks of chicken strip.
Yes, every limb is a drumstick.
Instead of fire, it just shoots fucking spicy sauce.
Yeah,
Oh,
zinger
just
sauce.
11 herbs and spices. Just sprays them out.
Oh man, they missed the opportunity to do a Salt Bay reference with this 11 herbs and spices.
Yeah.
God
Although
damn.
they should, if they're smart about it, they'll have a bunch of NPCs. There should be 11 guys named Herb, and there'll have to be 2 people with the last name Spice.
Well, they're the only people the KFC Twitter page follows.
Yeah, they follow
11
the Spice Girls and 11 guys called Herb.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
Yeah, and that's
And the
never
guy
changed.
who pointed that out got a picture of him riding the Colonel.
Yeah, which is fucking
Yeah.
amazing. Like, that's cross promotion right there. That's
See
how
how
you
much we're
fucking do
talking
it.
about KFC instead of Diablo.
I know, but it's
See,
in
KFC came in
reference
to
to.
steal the show. That's what they wanted.
Oh yeah, but they could have stolen so much more show.
Oh fuck.
The option was there.
Unfortunately, the only show that they've been on recently didn't go super great for them.
No, that was not
So-
fun.
They were on the Future Game Show, and they had a dev Q&A. Initially, this was thought to be on Blizzard's side, but it's turned out it's all on Future Game Show. But essentially what happened is a bunch of questions seemed a little kind of flattery and not kind of like questions the community
And
would have asked.
A little too
And when-
softbally.
Considering
Sorry?
the community is known for calling everyone a piece of shit or a cunt every 5 seconds, yeah, these were far too
Yeah.
nice of a question.
Well, I mean, more point, like, people would be asking about monetization because of what
Yeah.
happened with Diablo, not... The cutscenes in D4 are gorgeous. How important was it to get these high quality as they are for the game?
That is a
no
fucking
one's asking
developer.
that.
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah, that's
I
a
had not heard
marketing
that one
question.
before. That is a marketing or a dev question. Someone
Again,
is like,
We went to
Feeding
a
that.
digital design college. They used Blizzard cutscenes as demonstrations.
oh, yeah.
Everyone knows Blizzard can do a fucking cutscene. No one's like, ooh, is there going to be good cutscenes in this game? No, it's Blizzard. We already know
They're
are.
going to be
Yeah.
fucking immaculate, and that's half the problem. We
Yeah.
like the thing they make, but they are shit.
Yeah.
It'll
So,
be another one of those. Just make a movie of this. Just an hour and a half of cutscene. Fuck
A
the
lot of-
rest off.
I know, right? Stop trying to make Overwatch. Just make the Overwatch TV show you clearly want to make.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd actually watch that.
I know, right?
everybody would.
So, people started looking into the Twitter and Reddit handles of some of these kind of meh questions. And they started coming up to accounts that were years old with single tweets on them. Or accounts that didn't exist.
Yeah.
So, people were kind of calling them out for fake questions. And then we got a response from the Future Game Show, one of the people. And here's their statement. We messed up. This video was originally titled Diablo 4 Devs Answer Your Questions. The intent of the video was for Diablo 4 developers to react and answer the questions from the community. However, the questions we asked the developers were a mix of questions sourced from the D4 community and from members of the Future Game Show editorial team. Some of the community users and our team members that submitted these questions requested to be made anonymous, so they had their usernames and the platform they were submitted on changed for the purpose of this video.
I would also want that shit anonymous because it makes you look like a cock-sucking whelp.
They want to just say anonymous.
Yeah, I know, right? The new usernames were randomly generated, but on further investigation, some of these related to real accounts, a bit
All of
inactive
them.
accounts with very few posts or follows, that had nothing to do with the creation of this video. This was not made clear in the video, and we apologize for any confusion this has caused. Activision Blizzard and Diablo 4 developers did not pre-approve these questions and were only made aware of them during the interview. We did
I
not
find
make
that
this...
very difficult to believe.
This is what they're saying. We
Yeah.
did not make this decision between the distinction between community-led and FGS-led editorial team questions clear, and so I've updated the video's handle and thumbnail for transparency. We thank you for your feedback, and we'll do better. essentially, they're basically saying we faked a bunch of names. That's why these all lined up with random accounts that didn't actually have them.
Yeah.
Now, I have one question for that, though. There's a bunch of those accounts that then tweeted the questions the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone had to go and either control those accounts or make those accounts.
Or they were already made and they were supposed to have already done it.
It's the intern goes, "Oh fuck, man! I forgot to do a real important job. Fuck, I was meant to do it last week. Hey, shit!
No,
Fuck, do it now! Do it now! They won't notice."
They set it up for like an automatic thing, so it would automatically do it, and they got the day wrong,
Maybe.
like every time. But I find it very hard to believe that Blizzard would not have checked every question being put forward to them before.
At the same time, even if they did check them, you don't think the Diablo developers would have been like, "Oh yes, stroke my ego, please."
Yeah, absolutely. We are from that industry. We know how much ego is a thing in the games industry.
Particularly for the animation team, who generally don't get the credit they deserve.
Yeah, like any chance they can get to like someone say your work was great, they'll fucking go for it. We are starved for attention, for the love of God. But it's just, I see this as the TV show, or the show, taking the lump of the blame, going, no, we'll take the fall for this one. And I'm assuming Blizzard had something in the back end. They had to have known this was happening in the back end. There's no way they were going to be removed from it, especially after the last stint of bullshit they've been through. Like, they would have been on top of this.
Oh yeah.
There's just no smoking gun to point back at Blizzard. And basically coming out the way Future Game Show has, they've taken the full shot. Like, if Blizzard knew, and if Blizzard did nothing, there's nothing to indicate it.
Yeah. They've done well. I assume someone somewhere might have known some information.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The problem is simply that Future Game Show's response doesn't answer all the questions. Like, why did things tweet the day after?
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't make sense.
I just hate the fact that they've created these flowery questions to try and detract from the big ones that people are asking, like, oh, what's going to happen, monetization, are you going to do the same thing you did with Immortal, and those kinds of things. It's like, oh, this is a fun question, let's check this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're very much marketing questions. Like, they're done by the marketing or design department, and that was it.
And things like, thanks for putting couch co-op in the game. I imagine this makes development significantly harder. Why was it so important to include this into Diablo 4? A thing most people weren't asking for Diablo because they're PC players and they're not having another schmuck next to them.
Also,
I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but...
Yeah, anyone on Reddit would have stopped it, thanks for putting this thing in.
Yeah, I know, right?
They wouldn't have gone into further detail and stroked the ego that hard. It would have been, oh, thanks for that, that's pretty cool. Bye. Like, it's a weird situation. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing.
Like I said, we can't put too much of this at Blizzard's feet, but it's one more thing that's muddying the water, given the fact that Diablo comes out in like a week.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it comes out our time, like Wednesday next week.
I'd almost say that you can't put any of this at Blizzard's feet. Like, it's very deliberately. Like, they're very much said, no, it wasn't us, it was them. Like, because some of these...
let someone else throw themselves under a bus for them.
Oh, very much so. Some of these were had to have been written by the developers, or, like, just the language, like, will skill trees be further expanded with new branches, choices for existing abilities in future patches or seasons? I'd love skill clusters like the Necromancer's Curse to have some extra oomph.
That is a developer.
That's somewhere that has an internal fucking way of talking about what they're developing, saying, how can I put this into a question? No one's going to ask the question like that.
Trying to essentially dumb down an industry terminology into like normal speech and not getting there.
Yeah, because they've already got their own terminology in their head.
Yeah. It's also, most questions from actual people tend to be short and sharp. They get to the point, like, give me an answer to this. And these ones are just so flowery, and they're more compliment than they are questions.
Like, that question if it was said by an actual person, would have been, are you going to expand skill trees in the future?
Yeah.
That's it.
Like,
At
they wouldn't have
best-
provided an example.
I mean,
Yeah.
at best, if they'd had an example, it would have been like, you know, are you going to expand the skill trees in the future? Like more nodes to the Necromancer's Curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That there's too much structure in these fake questions, which is a weird thing to say.
yeah.
But the internet has been short and sharp since its inception. Generally, if something is overly long and flowery on the internet, you're reading bullshit.
yeah.
Like,
They're,
there's no real way
they're
around
using
it.
2 words when one will do.
Yeah.
Look, like I said, we don't know, and they have already said that apparently these came from their editorial team. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at with that. But Blizzard didn't need one more controversy floating around about their products. Although I am almost convinced at this point that someone at Blizzard is pretty sure they're on the way out if this Microsoft thing goes through, and they're
Yeah.
just burning it down as they go.
Pretty
yeah.
much. They're just doing as much damage as they can. It's like, and to hell with fleeing the sinking ship. I'm gonna light the sinking ship on fire.
Yeah, it
they're
feels
doing
like that.
really good.
How do they keep getting these L's up on the board just over and over
This
and
has to
over
be
again?
malicious compliance of someone, I'm guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
Someone has
That
been told,
sounds
"Hire
very
up,
malicious
do
compliance."
This thing. I do this thing, say, alright, I'll do this fucking thing. I'll do this thing exactly as you have specified. And it's just going tits up for it.
I don't know, man. It's bizarre. It's
fun to
absolutely
watch.
Well, because
Like-
this is the last time. This is the last moment Blizzard would want their credibility going down.
Yeah.
You don't want to make your company into a shambling corpse while you're trying to negotiate a massive buyout.
No, but
It makes me think someone thinks they're leaving. So
but
I'm assuming a lot of people think
if they really want it to go through, making it look like, oh, this company's in trouble. Oh, maybe if they get bought out, it'll turn around. It might get better off for them.
see,
Yeah, that's a
that's a
point,
good
yeah.
way to get your company bought. But the guys at the top aren't going to want it bought cheap. They're going to want it bought high. So they're not going to want this.
Yeah.
Well, they've already got the deal for fucking $65 billion, and the longer the fucking thing it takes to drag out to fucking close, they get there's stipulations in it that that amount increases by various amounts. Like they have to pay a certain amount to continue the fucking deal on the table.
Yeah.
So
keep
the
it.
longer it drags out, going through the CMA and everything, works better for them until it hits a deadline where the whole fucking thing gets the pin pulled on it.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to like make people look at a company and go, oh fuck, they're sort of like all over the shop. They're in a bit of trouble here. Like maybe it would be best if fucking Microsoft took them over.
Yeah, but I would absolutely believe that somewhere in that same contract is if you burn this thing down too hard, we're not paying $65 million.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it
Like-
needs to retain its value.
If you tank your share prices intentionally, then you're on your own. And actually, there's a question. I wonder if their share prices actually took a dip for this.
Probably not that big of a one. It was just a side thing. It
Yeah.
wasn't a big press event.
But it's weird how small things can impact that kind of shit. Like
Oh, 100%.
Elon Musk mentioning something somehow would change fluctuations in that.
Yeah,
thing's
but that's
price.
because musky bros fucking love him and will
Yeah.
suck his dick for whatever they want.
Yeah, but then we've met Blizzard Bros.
Oh yeah,
Right.
there's
They're
plenty
not
of
much
it.
better.
Like my favorite thing at the moment is all over fucking Facebook and everywhere is the ads popping up and Elon Musk uses this one app for this one secret tip. It's like, no, he doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh shit! Speaking of Elon Musk, dumb thing I saw today. So
Was it Elon Musk?
yes, the whole self-driving car thing.
Yeah.
There was a guy who was in a Tesla using the self-driving mode, and it took a hard left turn on a highway, plowed itself into a concrete barrier, and killed the guy.
Yeah. Wouldn't
Oh,
surprise
This
me.
happened 7 years ago. It's just getting to court. And they wanted to pose Elon Musk because he made statements like, you know, the self-drivings, we basically solved it, it's going to be fine.
Yeah. He kept saying how safe it was.
Yeah. You know what their defense was?
Elon Musk is not an engineer and should not be listened to.
No. Elon Musk is a heavily public figure. It might be a deep fake.
Oh, fuck off, really?
That was their defense.
Oh, wow. That is a
You think
cop-out
that him
and a
talking
half.
about self-driving cars from 7 years ago is a deep fake?
Oh, get
What?
fucked. The weird thing is, like, I don't know, like, that was bound to happen at some point. Hell, I remember at one point, me and John Doe were driving over a massive bridge, like, on our way to a small country town in New South Wales, and it said, turn left. It's like, left is death.
Yeah.
Left is a very long fall into a river.
It's a very long drop and a very sudden stop. Let's
Yeah.
not do that. Like,
I wouldn't trust a fucking car to make that calculation. It's like,
Google
blue
Maps
lines
is
are like
suicidal.
roads, right? So it's like, it's the same thing. It's just a blue line. Turn, death. Like, yeah.
Barely trust the monkeys we already put in cars.
Yeah, me.
the issues that are having with self-driving cars and all of that shit. Old fucking Muskie's Neuralink just got FDA approval for fucking human trials.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's start putting chips in people's brains.
And
we learned from Eureka how badly that goes. You just start looking at world domination.
so we're looking at a cyberpunk future at the moment. But like they applied for human trials years ago and they were declined.
Yeah.
And they never changed anything in the application. They just resubmitted and now it's been approved.
Well, they were originally declined on an ethical standpoint, weren't they?
Yeah.
And now, fuck your ethics. It's
Yeah.
fine. Like, oh, okay.
Just
I'm a member in a post-COVID world, ethics have changed.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
fucking
Jesus
oath it is.
Christ.
And they probably just put out there like, maybe if we can just get more people to volunteer for it, they'll just say, oh, well, there's people willing to try it. It's like, hey, crackheads, we've got something for you to try.
The thing is, like, there is always someone desperate enough to try anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
guaranteed. Like,
I read a thing, there was a young kid in America who was injecting himself with mercury to try and get metal bones like Wolverine and capturing spiders to bite him to hopefully turn into fucking Spider-Man. It's like,
Yeah.
goddamn kid, no.
there are some dumb people in the world, and just no.
And one of them's Elon Musk.
Yeah, but somehow he has a shit ton of money and a bunch of mad scientists in the basement now.
Yeah,
Look-
sorry to derail things. I just remembered seeing that today, and
I
it
mean-
was hilarious.
That alone, like, that whole Neuralink thing is going to be interesting. Like, I hope it works the way we want it to, but it's probably not going to if it's being handled by Muskie and his people. It could be worse. It could be run by Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I'll give it
he's
time.
already a robot.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. You'd plug in your Neuralink and he'd just take over like
Right.
a hive mind.
I'm just looking at it thinking, Muskie's just going to be the head of Arasaka, and we're waiting for Cyberpunk to come around, and we're just going to nuke the fucking place.
Look, the question that we should really be asking is when the Corpo Wars finally start, who are we siding with? That's the real question.
I mean, can we
Burning everything down.
Yeah, no, we'd probably go Raider very quickly, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're Australia. We're the Mad Max country.
Oh, fucking oath, man.
Actually, yeah, given like half a chance, we would definitely go Mad Max. We were on the border of that during COVID, I swear.
Yeah.
to God.
I don't really have the legs for arseless chaps, so maybe not.
Yeah.
And I burn like a motherfucker, man. I'm ginger, so I ain't fucking wearing that shit out in the bush.
Nah, we'll just steal some generators and go off and play games in the middle of nowhere. Build a fort for gamers.
Some dude rolls in, covered in dust. Hey, come, brother, sit down at this computer. We need a third.
How are you at Thunderdome?
I just got a horrible image of like the actual Thunderdome, two people in there, and just one of us sitting there with a joystick. Yeah, I'm winning. When you hand your brother a fake control or something,
Oh, yeah.
you think they're playing along.
The Thunderdome, it looks exactly the same, except in the middle it's two computers.
Yeah,
Just two
It's
people
just-
playing Street Fighter.
It's just one big ass LAN. All it is.
yeah.
Just
Oh, Neuralink would be great.
the whole outside of it is just solar panels, and all it does
Yeah.
is just run a massive LAN. That's it.
Look, if we could build a Dyson Sphere for gamers, we'd do it
Yeah, we would.
within seconds. Leave everything else behind. What we do? We make games and we play games. It's good.
But the minute VR links with Neuralink,
Yeah.
that's the end of humanity right there. Because we've just
Oh,
given
yeah,
ourselves an
that's-
orgasm button with porn. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
straight out. That's the end
second
of
we put
humanity
ourselves
right
on a
there.
satellite and just launch ourselves into space.
Yeah,
somewhere.
just like,
Like-
okay, we're done. We'll just control, delete the human species. We're out.
Yep. Like the technological enlightenment age is generally where we would end, I think. There's a guy who did, like, I can't remember who it was, I have to find it again. There's a really good video on YouTube where he explained the different kinds of AI takeover that could happen with, like, the whole VR and uplifting yourself into a digital consciousness. And one of them is just the amalgamation, essentially, where one of these things is like, hey, merge with me, we'll get bigger and stronger. Okay. And then that just keeps happening. Essentially, the grey goo effect, but in a digital space,
Yeah.
where everyone just becomes the one entity. It's like, that's
Well,
terrifying. I don't
what-
like this.
What about, like, there's an AI fucking, a Skynet, and everyone's got a
Yeah.
fucking neural link in their brain. Just short circuit, done.
Oh no, it wouldn't even be a Skynet. It would be some dickhead with a beer can too close to a server and half the side would go down.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be amazing. Oh. I can see that happening in the near future, and it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh,
Well-
fucking oath.
Speaking of corporations, we're going to dunk on another one.
Always.
Fucking bring it on!
Let's slide on over to Sony's neck of the woods. So they just had their big showcase, and they showed off all their fancy things that are coming out and are expected in the next few months and year. And they didn't mention that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is coming to PC in July.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand why they didn't. They are now losing a flagship franchise to PC.
But they're
I'd
not
say-
losing. They're releasing it on PC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but still, like, the entire reason I got a PS5 was for Ratchet and Clank. Like,
Look-
if I don't need a PS5 or PlayStation anymore to play that game, fuck them.
I floated this idea with the guys last week after we finished the show, which is the current theory I'm running, and this just adds one more level of legitimacy
One
to
more
said
nail in
theory.
the fucking coffin.
Which to me is that Sony announced before the showcase came out that they were waiting 2 to 3 years before bringing any PlayStation exclusives to PC.
Yeah.
And we all thought that was a little excessive. And then they had a showcase that was 90% non-exclusives.
Yeah.
And Sony's whole game plan up until now has been have better exclusives than Xbox. I think this got stealth launched onto Steam because they don't want to tell people that you don't need our plastic box anymore.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to play our shit on your big metal box. They're having a problem where they need to justify its existence, but don't have anything to justify its existence.
The only thing justifying consoles for the longest time has been exclusives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. The second they stop and you can play everything on the PC, their consoles die.
I mean, I didn't buy the next Xbox because Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never have to get an Xbox again. I have a PC.
There was also the thought for the Last of Us multiplayer, how that got delayed, pushed back. And there was an article I was reading where they brought in the blokes from Bungie who handled the live service of Destiny 2. And they were trying to figure out how to release a multiplayer game with more live service elements to continue that cash bag rolling in without just releasing a multiplayer game, and it's done.
Yeah.
So I think more and more of the games that were in that fucking thing, or any first party shit they release, you're gonna end up with more multiplayer live service
Oh, yeah.
bullshit.
Most
Like,
of this, Sony seems to be doubling down hard on live service as a business model.
Well, they
Which-
no longer have the whole, like, really good, like, their own stuff, so now it's a matter of, you can play
But-
with your friends.
they do still have so much of their own good stuff. Like most of their biggest fucking like release that everyone's like, oh my god, you need a PlayStation for this, is God of War, a single player third person adventure. Horizon, a single player third person adventure. Spider-Man, a single player third person adventure. They've got their fucking niche. Run with it. Like, Xbox is already full of fucking third party live service fucking bullshit. They have a hard time nailing their fucking first party releases. Like,
And it's just as big as, if not worse, Plague on PC.
fucking
Oh,
oath.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, nail what you're good at. Like, you've got Naughty Dog doing fucking a multiplayer game, and you're asking
Yeah.
for live service bullshit in it. What the
Why
fuck?
would they... Naughty Dog was a used to be a great company. They
I would
had
argue
some,
they still are.
Oh yes, but they are being handicapped in a way. Like,
Oh yeah, this current project, this whole multiplayer thing with The Last of Us,
yeah,
that's just shooting them in the kneecap.
Oh, yeah.
right? Let
But-
them do something interesting and unique, which they are great at, and hand this little multiplayer thing off to one of the other smaller industries you've already bought out. You don't
Yeah.
need to put these guys on it. They could be making you a new flagship game. Instead, you have them like housekeeping.
Yeah, like they've got plenty of fucking developers out there. Like, where were all their first party developers through that whole fucking showcase?
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? You've bought all these fucking things for what?
Where are they?
Like,
Yeah, like
where's the trailer for fucking God of War 3 or the fucking anything? Like, god damn,
Yeah,
there's
I
so
think they've
so
spent-
much out there they could fucking do. Where's the new Ratchet and Clank game?
yeah.
Where's-
the most recent one was great. I want more of it.
Like, they've got a hell of a fucking back catalogue they could throw out there.
Yeah.
Where is it?
If you want to satiate the PC crowd, start giving us some more of your back catalogue.
Fucking oath.
You know how much people would lose their shit if you put out the Ratchet and Clank collection on PC?
If I didn't have to buy it another time, I would definitely be getting it.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I had to keep buying it on every PlayStation annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was a lot of bullshit. Although I do think it's funny that all of those collections always skip Nexus.
Yeah. To be fair, I also skipped Nexus. It was not exactly...
Yeah,
I'm pretty
No,
sure like the
it wasn't.
canon has also ignored Nexus.
I feel like it has. But I haven't
Yeah.
played Rift Apart, and that's the next mainline title after Nexus.
Rift Apart's really fun.
I can tell you,
I'll play it in July!
I've never played a fucking Ratchet and Clank game, but I've looked at them and thought, this would be really cool. I just don't have to buy a fucking PlayStation to play that.
Yeah.
On PC, fuck yeah, I will be getting it. I'll be playing it. It looks fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
But I want more. I want something else. Like, I'm really hopeful for the Xbox showcase. If they follow, like, how many things that are going to come out in that are just general third-party shit for
That came
everything.
through the fucking mic.
That was a tasty one.
But, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck Sony's doing. Like, there's so much shit they could have... Why have the Gran Turismo movie trailer in their fucking game showcase? That
That's
could
a dumb idea for a movie.
replace
I honestly
that
want them to
with
stop playing
Ratchet and
movies.
Clank.
Well, they did a Ratchet and Clank movie. It was not great.
No fucking movie
this
trailer
announcement.
in your fucking announcement. Put
Yeah.
your fucking Ratchet and Clank. Oh yeah, by the way, Ratchet and Clank is going to PC. And then
For the first time.
exactly. And in fucking a month's time say, oh, by the way, we're doing a Gran Turismo movie. Because nobody
Yeah.
fucking cares.
No.
Like, I don't know why they keep trying to branch these kinds of games into movies. It's very odd. Like, it's a racing game. Like, okay, so it's just generic racing movie. Okay, at least you can't fuck that up too badly. But
They
then
will.
they'll go and fuck that up.
But like
Like I
they
said,
seem
it's going to be all about the fucking... Does the skill of Gran Turismo translate to racing skill? That's going to be the whole movie.
yeah.
No, it's also going to be about family. We can't forget this.
Oh, yeah. The cameo from Vin Diesel.
But-
If there is not a cameo from Vin Diesel, I will be very pissed off.
I can tell you, Xbox already did that exact plot line in real life several years ago.
Yeah.
What was
For-
that?
For Forza, they went through when they were doing building the track for Bathurst to add into that.
Yes!
They got
Yeah.
a bloke to only train on their fucking digital racetrack and then added him into the Bathurst 1000 as a wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where he fucking placed, but that's already fucking happened. You don't need to
I
make
think
a
he
bullshit
placed,
Gran
like-
Turismo movie.
He basically popped in like dead middle or something. It was like it was neither bad nor good.
Considering
Who
someone
cares?
that
It was
isn't
for
a
the
prof-
spectacle.
Yeah, someone that isn't a professional race car driver placing around the fucking middle that only trained on a fucking digital racetrack. That's fucking
Yeah.
interesting. Xbox
is.
did it fucking several years ago. I don't need a fucking Gran Turismo movie about it.
Also, the Gran Turismo franchise is about the nitty gritty of like the
Street racing.
No, it's not street racing.
No,
it's circuit racing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like all the stuff with your tire pressure and heat and when do you pit and all that, it's supposed to be sim racing.
Yeah.
That's Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo isn't douchebags driving real cars.
No. I don't, they seem to be dropping a lot of things. I don't know who the fuck they're for. Like, they're not for their PlayStation fanboys, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves.
I think
like
they are scrambling to find a new market. Because they
Well,
obviously
we
don't
can-
seem to like their current one.
with what they're currently releasing, I want to play Switch. We've got Switch at home with a fucking Project Q. I want to play Splatoon. You can play. We've got Splatoon at home on your Switch at home. God fucking damn.
Yeah.
Go
it is-
home, play
They are
3.
becoming Aldi.
Just... Why does the
Like-
Project Q have 3 hours of battery life?
I know.
Oh,
It
God.
just streams from the console.
So you can't
What is
take
it
it anywhere. You
doing?
can't do anything with it. It's
You can't. It already can't leave the house. It might as well always be plugged in for the battery life.
But-
All you've done is stick a fucking screen onto a plug-in controller.
you can already do fucking PlayStation Remote Play on your fucking tablet.
Yeah.
No, not just that. They've been able to do this for years.
Yeah, you can do it on the Vita.
What was it? I think it was the PS3.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
able to remote play the PS3 onto my computer.
Yeah.
They've been able to do this forever. What the fuck is the market?
I don't know. I think they are trying to get the Switch market because that thing just looks like a.
Not with
fucking
that
Switch.
thing, they're not.
Like
The
it just
Switch
looks
market
like
is take your game anywhere and play it anywhere. This
Yeah.
is take your game to the next room, or if you need to take a 3-hour shit. That's it.
Well, if you eat nothing but
Well-
Mountain Dew and Doritos, that's a good possibility.
All I can think of, like the only serious use for this that I can think of is you're a parent, have a kid, and you want to be able to give them their game, but not give up the TV.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can think of. Because no adult wants this. We just buy TVs.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, I'm not even going to start on the PlayStation earbuds. Like,
oh fuck! I forgot about
god damn, like, why? Everybody's already got earbuds and they can buy better ones cheaper.
No,
and
Like, you can
the
buy
question is,
Sony
did
branded
they-
earbuds elsewhere cheaper.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just
god damn.
Bluetooth. It's not even special. It's just Bluetooth earbuds.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember years ago. Remember when everyone was like obsessed with Bose headphones? I'm assuming like these. Like, I'm surprised Sony didn't do that thing. Where it's like, we've linked with this designer to make some fancy headphones for us,
Oh, yeah.
and just go with Bose or someone.
But
Despite the fact
e-
that it's literally just a setting you can put onto anything.
no, but even on that, the Bose earphones have got less sound quality than fucking Skull Candy.
Yep.
They look a little prettier, but the speakers are of the equal quality, and more often than not,
only
in blind
difference
tests, Skull
is
Candy
they-
wins.
Bose Candy will actually, like, when you plug them into a computer, will change the settings when they're plugged in to make it sound nicer. So they
mean-
have presets that they follow.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all Bose are.
I have had more luck with shitty, cheap headphones than expensive ones. I actually own a set of Beats.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones I could find that have the ear hooks. Because for some reason, like in-ear headphones, they just work their way out of my ears. I can't use them. I'll lose them. I have to have the hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These were the only ones I could find. They are garbage. I fucking hate them. I wish I'd never bought them and I'd just fucking gone on AliExpress.
Yeah.
These are trash.
Beats, I hate Beats. Like,
I'll never buy them ever again. Once that set of headphones dies, I'm never buying a set of Beats again.
yeah, which
they're
will
the
probably
worst.
be pretty soon, to be honest. Like, Beats do
I
not
hate
last.
them. I had some recommended for me by John Doe, some JBL.
JBL
ones.
Reflect Flow
Yeah,
Price.
I got those.
I love them.
They work for
That-
me, which is
They were
I-
fantastic, except they kept coming out on me, and I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
You just got a weird shaped head, man. We just can't help it.
same. Like, I have the same issue, but I found I had to take the left hand one and put it in the right ear, and like vice versa, and then they kind of stayed in better.
You got backwards ears. That's real weird.
We've known for years I was backwards.
But like expensive headphones don't equal quality.
Yeah,
No.
more money does not always mean better quality.
No.
But anyway, who the fuck are the PlayStation earbuds for?
Yeah. Back to topic.
They're just PlayStation branded earbuds.
Yeah.
They've already
They're for the
said.
same people who buy Ferrari hats and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
People just want to show off an emblem.
It's just pay swag.
Yeah.
So, what's the fucking point? Like, really?
Money. They just want another avenue of money from people.
Are they
All it
running
is.
that far out of ideas that they need to fucking stoop that low? Like,
No,
Actually,
they've been spending far too much
so-
time trying to derail a court case instead of focusing on their own marketing and their own fucking business.
I think I might know what it might be.
please enlighten.
So this is complete rough guess. They're gonna try and sell the Project Q. No one's gonna fucking want it. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. They'll package the two together.
And
try
still
and make
no
it
one
sound-
will want it.
I know, but they'll try and make it sound like it's a good deal. Oh, you get the headphones that pair with the Project Q so that you don't disturb anyone while you wander off into a corner and, I don't know, piss yourself.
Yeah. Like,
Shit for 3
this
hours.
thing is, it's only aimed at PlayStation gremlins. That's it.
Yeah.
People who live and breathe PlayStation, or like, these are the same people who continue the console war. Like,
There's no war.
there hasn't been a war for a very long time. The war was won by PC.
Yeah.
The only thing that's happening is they're starving our supply line of games. Like,
Although
that's
we're
all that
winning that
holds
fight.
out. Yeah.
For a while now, it's been rumored that there was going to be a PS5 launched with slightly better hardware and a removable disk drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a lot
People
of
were
people that
keen
have
for
said,
that, like-
very much so. Why not even just say, we're working on something that, fuck, anything would have been better than that.
Yeah.
We lambasted it back when it was a rumor. We're lambasting it now that it's a thing.
Especially since it turned out to be exactly what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like,
If anything, worse.
yeah.
I thought it'd at least have a decent battery.
Like,
No. Like, I don't understand what they're doing. I swear, to me, it just seems like they've spent so much time and effort fucking with Microsoft's deal that they've neglected their own shit. They basically, their own
No.
window to release things has snuck up on them. It's like, fuck, what do we do?
Nah, man. They would have had to start this shit ages ago to have it
Yeah.
this deep.
Yeah.
This is Sony's plan. Live service gameplay. We're dealing less in those big ticket exclusives. And a slight nod to PC, but we're trying to downplay it and not talk about it.
Yeah. I don't see them going much further than
I mean,
this, to be honest. Like,
Xbox is having some trouble with its console sales, but Game Pass is doing gangbusters.
yeah.
yeah.
Like, Xbox, they'll probably hang around for the next generation, maybe the one after that. But in a few
I
years'
expect the
time,
next
they're
Xbox
not
will
going
just
to
be a
need.
PC.
Well, all it needs to be is a box,
Yeah.
a thing where you can access Game Pass.
Yep. I expect the next one's going to be either a media PC kind of thing, or it's just going to be an all-in-one. Fuck it. You buy
I've
an
said it
Xbox
before.
and you have all your streaming stuff, you have everything there, it's set up for walking on TV, and hell, it will give you a place to put it on a hard drive and you watch your media. Like, that's all.
I
they
I've said
think,
it for a while. Microsoft is getting out of the console game and they're getting into the service game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if the
PS5,
next I think the next console, you're going to end up with what they tried to pitch the Xbox One as when it
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
fucking launched. You won't have
just
physical
those things.
content. It'll just be fucking download the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't see a PS6 happening. I think the PS5 is the last PlayStation.
No, I
console.
think PlayStation will probably Hail Mary a PS6.
I think
Whether or
they'll
not
go.
Xbox bothers with another one, I think is the bigger question.
I think Nintendo's still going to go the portable
Oh, yeah.
market.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Xbox is going to head straight towards digital only,
Yeah.
and that's it. And PlayStation is still going to try and hang on to the old ways of having a physical medium
Yeah.
because they haven't tried to update their whole fucking model in a long time.
Well, everyone else found a niche, but PlayStation just, we don't need a
PlayStation's
niche.
got
We're
a
PlayStation.
niche. It's just an old niche.
It's
Yeah.
a niche that is decreasing in size.
Yeah.
It's like those YouTubers you used to watch years and years ago, and they've never changed their content. It's like, I don't watch them anymore because they're boring.
Yeah.
That's what PlayStation's becoming for me.
Yeah.
Like, there's been no change, there's no innovation, but like the Apple nerds, the PlayStation lovers will hold it up and scream, "Isn't it amazing? Well, it's innovation."
Like,
no.
yeah, I think more and more, eventually EB Games may as well be renamed the PlayStation Nintendo Store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Or
much. Like,
it's just going to be a Pop Vinyl store. That's it.
Yeah.
No,
Everything will
that's-
be a zing.
everything will change to Zing, or be like, just a place to do pre-orders. Like, pre-orders
how-
here.
In Brisbane, if you go to the EB on Queen Street, the back half is a zing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Think it'll flip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll walk into a zing, and in the back of it, you can buy some games.
Yeah.
But
I would not be surprised.
how profitable can dust collectors be? Like,
Surprisingly, man.
yeah,
Like,
but I don't know. Personally, I don't get
put
it.
it this way.
Pop vinyls just annoy the shit out of me.
they are... Oh, like, I have 3 of them at the most, and that's about it. But it's one of those things where it's taking advantage of the ADHD culture that kind of popped up in recent generations. Because, like, you remember the Beanie Baby crash? When everyone was nuts about Beanie Babies. And then that all fell to shit. They weren't collectible, there were too many of them, everyone already collected full sets, they were worthless.
That sounds awfully like an NFT crash, but
Yes. The original NFTs. But then there's, like, pop vinyls. But before people can get bored of it, there's a new release. And then there's another one. And then there's another thing that's not quite pop vinyls, but somehow like, the same but different. And they keep triggering that dopamine effect.
It's all
and
about the
trailing
FOMO.
along. It'll eventually die out, but it's taking time. They're trying
I
to
don't know
trickle out.
if it's just me, but I don't have the attention span to give enough of a fuck about a character to say I'm going to buy that character because I'm playing this game now. I've got 12 to 30 something hours in a game. Cool, I'm done. What's my next
One of
game?
the only pop vinyls I have, they're the Saiyans from Dragon Ball Z and the giant monkey. That's it.
Only
Like-
2 I own are a couple of Xenomorphs.
Yeah.
So
Like, things that are stuck in my craw since I was a kid. Like, I like that. But that's it.
But I didn't go seeking those out. I was just walking through a collectible store, saw them, and was
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, $10. I'll take them."
Pretty much.
I've already got hunks of plastic that of nostalgia based, and they're old Transformers that I keep, and that's it.
Yeah.
I have a 3D printer to make my own hunks of plastic that mean
Yeah.
nothing. Like,
But I like collecting my little Xenomorph figures.
that is fair.
And to each their own. I just don't see the appeal in the pop vinyls myself. And
I think the pop vinyls are dumb. They're stupid proportions, and they're not that interesting to look at. At least my Xenomorph figures are all very highly detailed.
Yeah, they feed
Yeah.
off, like, pop vinyls and all that kind of stuff will feed off fandoms. Like,
Yeah.
it's odd.
It's
Yeah.
fandom and FOMO, and that's it.
Yeah. And I honestly can't be bothered with fandoms. I don't care about anything enough to join one. I enjoy certain things, sure, but I can't see the fanatic level. It's weird.
I can't really say anything with, the Xenomorph
Yeah.
exoskeleton tattooed down one arm.
Fair.
but like, just back on the Sony thing of the downhill
Yep.
slide, the rumor of Sony buying Rockstar or CD Projekt Red.
Ah,
And
yes.
like, CD Projekt Red could have come out and said, "Look, we're not entertaining rumors." They could have just brushed it off and said nothing, but they straight out shot it down and said, "No, we're not for sale. No,
Yeah.
not happening."
They
But-
slapped that down so fucking hard. And
They
so
could have just
fucking
brushed
quick.
it off and said, "We're not entertaining stupid rumors." But no,
mean-
they
Who thought this was real? It's Sony trying to pick up a studio.
Yeah.
That studio has some of the most profitable games under their wheelhouse, and they
Yeah.
run GOG.
I
Yeah.
still maintain their like social media guys saw this. It's like, don't you put that evil on us. We'll shut this shit down early.
But, like, the next developer that Sony tries to purchase, the amount of flack they've kicked up about the ActiBliz purchase, like,
It'll be
they're
under a
already
fucking
under
microscope.
like, they're already being investigated for shady fucking business practices in multiple countries. Anyone they try and purchase next is like, oh, motherfucker, you're getting opened up.
You don't think Microsoft is just going to limber up and be like, send in the lawyers?
They already
they'll
did
definitely
that,
give it a
like-
shot.
A few of the fucking US politicians contacted the Japanese ombudsman and said, "Hey, before you're poking our backyard, look in your own." Look at this.
Yeah.
And now they're
Things are
already
looking a
being
little
investigated.
monopoly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, we're not allowed to have more than a 2% market share in your country because of your fucking businesses. What's going on there, buddo?
All I can
Holy
imagine is, like,
fuck.
they poke their head over the fence like, I see you're flinging some shit there, pal. Mind if I fling some of my own?
Welcome to the manure factory, motherfucker.
No one can fling shit like the Americans.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Sony's taking a lot of L's lately. And, like, this, if there was ever a chance to Microsoft to pop their head up and say, look what we're doing, it's this showcase. Like, holy fuck. They need their marketing department to go over their showcase with a fine-tooth comb saying, what can we cull? What's bigger? What's bigger? Put it in there.
The Sony one was, I think it was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it was. It was on last week's episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went through it all that
Like,
day.
So
the
there
day
is-
of.
There is
Yeah.
more than 2 weeks before the Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
I swear to God, someone has to have been like, get people in the studio, get them in for re-records, we gotta fucking go!
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
and 2 weeks, you
now
get a
is the
lot
time
done in
to plug
2
in
weeks.
material.
Fucking oath. Like, look what they did. Alright, motherfucker, we had an A game. We need a triple S game right fucking
You
now.
remember back when they did
Someone's
that
like-
thing, when they were like, how do you share games on PlayStation?
Yeah.
We have to do our thing for that now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight out.
Oh,
and, like,
God.
all the way through, you're like, you can get it on Game Pass. You can get it on Game Pass. You can get this on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass.
That's what they did last year. They started their showcase with, we're showing off 32 games, 30 of which are coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight out, lay it out there. And
Fucking A.
jam it full of fucking exclusives. So, you won't find this on PlayStation. Because,
Like, Sony has dropped the ball. They now have that perfect time to grab it. Like, fuck it, we're going for the reverse.
Sony,
Well, I mean,
Sony
worst
right
comes to
now is in the
worst.
position that Xbox was in several years back
Yeah.
with that showcase.
Yeah.
I would feel bad for Sony if everything wasn't so self-inflicted.
And I mean, like, so Xbox has already got the dagger.
Yeah.
Because whether or not it turns out to be good in the long run, Xbox is bringing Starfield.
Yeah. And
Starfield is the game this year.
it's
Yeah.
not just a mention in a showcase gone, Starfield. It's an extra half hour to 45 minutes own show after it.
Yeah.
So they've already got that. This hour of like, here's our shit is the time to like sink the dagger and then twist that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
hook that onto a drill and just go for gold.
I feel like that's what the Starfield post show is.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to spend
definitely.
all
That-
this game just driving it in. Just
That is
driving it
kicking
in. And
them
then
while they're
go.
down. Like, it's like, oh, you're down, you're out. We'll put the boot in just to make sure you don't get back up. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one. It's going to be hilarious.
Do we want to hit 2 quick things before we're done this week?
Absolutely.
Of Nintendo. So, recently the emulator for
The Dolphin
Wii
emulator.
and Switch, Dolphin, was supposed to show up on Steam.
Yeah.
There was a letter that went out that seemed to imply that Nintendo was basically going, fuck you, slap. Turned
Which
out,
they are known for.
yeah, but turned out that's not what happened. Essentially, what happened is Dolphin tried to put it up on Steam. Steam went, we should probably check with Nintendo about how this is going to pan out.
Yeah.
Asked Nintendo. Nintendo went, probably shouldn't. And Valve went, okay.
Yeah.
And that's
I
it.
honestly cannot blame them.
Yeah. It's actually some corporations doing some stuff that they probably should for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually talking to
Actually
each other
playing
for
it
once.
straight and narrow, going,
Yeah.
should we do it? Can we do this? No. No. Okay.
Fair. Because, like, the only people more lawsuit happy than, like, Nintendo are Disney.
Yeah.
Like, if you touch their property, they get angry. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, go away. You're not doing this. So I cannot blame them at all for backing down on that one.
I mean, it's not even really a back down. It, like, Dolphin was always going to be in a really weird place being on a platform like Steam. It's a
It was already
program
weird.
specifically designed to circumnavigate having to purchase games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the legality of ROMs is whatever you fucking feel like it is.
That's
Some
the
people
discussion
are
for
super
another day.
for of it, super not. We're not going to get into that legal quagmire here. But it's in a legal grey area, so I could definitely see how Valve would want to talk to someone about it first. Asking the corporation it's going to directly affect, probably a good idea. That corporation going, we're going to hunt people if they do it, you can pretty much go, yeah, we just don't want that heat.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Should we
Completely
release
understandable.
this? How happy are they? Oh, very. Hey, guys.
And the other one that came out is the Pokemon Company wants you to play Pokemon while you're asleep.
Oh, yeah, that's... I had a look at that. Not very heavily, but basically it's just a sleep tracker with a Pokemon skin on it.
So, okay,
Well-
it sort of is, sort of isn't.
Yeah.
The actual tracker thing is for the new version of Pokemon Go that's going to happen, Pokemon Go Plus. It's a little thing you put on your wrist, yada yada yada. The sleep tracker is going to use the accelerometer from that to determine your sleep cycles and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing. Think back to the old adage. If something's free, you're the product.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this sleep thing is free. So how is the Pokemon Company going to use the fact that they know when I'm asleep?
Yeah.
For this,
That's all this is. It's going to give a whole pile of user data to Niantic about your sleep pattern, which means they want it for something.
Suddenly, a
Yeah.
lot of people are going to be getting ads for like sleep apnea machines or like sleep studies. I guarantee it.
oh, it reminds me of years ago watching Battlefield Friends. So like, you got a
Yeah.
shit bucket, you're playing Battlefield, and this just reminds you of you got a sleep watch, you're playing Pokemon. It just
Yeah.
just play, have a break, just don't for 10 minutes,
Wait.
have a nap.
God,
8 hours,
I mean-
you're not playing. Who cares?
I really hate that advertising works, because you said have a break, and my brain immediately filled in with have a Kit Kat.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that also kind of popped in my head for a second.
Fuck you, advertising.
The corporate overlords have us by the balls.
Ah, well, you're not you when you're hungry.
It's just like I'm not saying they're going to do anything malicious or something bad is going to happen, but if something's free, you're the product.
Yeah, they're getting something else out of that.
I'm starting to think that the the big corporations are either run by the Fae or like ancient wizards who are just trying to get things to use against us now.
I'm starting to
Like-
think that big corporations can't be trusted.
Maybe
Right?
maybe they're selling the data to Santa.
Maybe
Ah.
the
He's not
Sandman.
actually sure when we're awake anymore, so he's like, track him.
The Sandman's
These-
trying to
these
crack
fucking
into the
millennials never
22nd
sleep.
century. It's like, how can I figure this out? Why aren't they sleeping? They're playing games. Maybe they could play a game where they sleep and make them sleep more.
You know what we haven't seen yet? Like a proper, like we've got Krampus movies, but I want to see a movie where Santa goes insane and starts trying to kill like Thanos, half the world kind of things. Like there's too many kids. I can't keep up with this.
That would be good. I'm not going to lie, I'd be into that.
Yeah,
Especially if it's Tim Allen playing Santa.
a Santa Purge movie. A straight out Santa Purge movie. He comes down the chimney and just massacres. Next house, off he goes.
They're like every like, third
He
house.
culls
He's like,
the naughty list.
you will be spared. Here's a present.
Yeah, he just goes through and just culls the naughty list.
He'll stab you when you're sleeping. You'll no longer be awake.
It writes itself. The after credit scene is just like a very empty like Congress, and like one guy is like, "Hello, where is everyone?"
Santa just rolls up and goes, "You're the last human left. Merry Christmas."
Gives him a bike. It has to be like a Greens guy. Here, get your bike. Oh, God.
It's just the Futurama Santa Claus with his tow missile.
Yeah.
I still love that episode for the whole like you're all going to die except for Zoidberg. You get a pogo stick.
Yeah.
All right, we're out past an hour. I think we're done for the week.
We've been done for a while. Our brains are not working today.
I know, right? Y'all have a good one.
Later.
See ya.